So let's see, next up was, next month we're starting the, oh, so there's no meeting in December. Enjoy the holidays, have a happy new year, see you next year. January, we're going to be starting the discussion on the budget, city budget process. So is the mayor going to have a public outreach process? Last year was a different time schedule because it's a new mayor, but is it back to the regular schedule? Or?
That's something that I have not yet gotten an update. My last conversation with the mayor's budget director was a few weeks ago when he agreed to be at your January 12th meeting. But I don't know how Mayor Liccardo is planning to approach. There will be community budget meetings in every council district. I know that that's something that the city manager's office is working on. But I don't know about the other activities that the mayor's office may or may not be doing. So that's part of what we need to get that date from them.
And we don't have to be reactive either. We can be proactive and say, this is what we think is important for the city. So I guess we could have our budget discussions even if the mayor hasn't started.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Andy?
Students here in the meeting.
What do you think is important?
Correct.
Then there's also the community input process. I think that was I think that was Joe Horwood was talking about the capital improvement program and getting public input into that. Was that part of it? Was it?
No, it also has to do with exactly what you're talking about, and that's starting to get the community. So how do we get the word out to our groups, and who are our groups, and how do we know who to call and who not to call, and getting that database together as some form of a dashboard also.
Okay.
And I do think there was some concern and some questions about is simply coming to talk to the neighborhoods commission, does that mean you can check a box that says you've done community outreach, or should it instead be coming to the neighborhoods commission to talk about your community outreach process?
Okay.
Correct.
And follow-up will be the gang prevention presentation.
Yes, so Mario Maciel from the, who chairs, or is the staff to the Mayor's Gang Prevention Task Force, is scheduled to be here and do a presentation and answer questions and engage with. And so it is possible, if based on these presentations on the topic of neighborhood safety, since that is in your charter and in your work plan, you can always say, we want to have another discussion to talk about things we want to tie it into the budget discussion. We want to, put something on February now that we've had 2 meetings to have more of a discussion. We see a piece of the puzzle that's missing, so that we wanted another person to come in and speak to us about another piece of the puzzle. So staff is willing to help you get that done.
And then you wanted to have a little follow-up on the homelessness?
So I will review the, what the action was that was given. I've heard from different folks about different things from the minutes. Since we didn't approve the minutes from tonight will be on next month's for approval. And I will go back and verify what the action taken on homelessness was, and then we'll work, once we have that, then I'll work with Norma and her team to ensure that we complete that action.
And then, Pete, you wanted to start thinking about illegal dumping, or start reviewing it, or?
We'll figure that out.
Huh?
We'll figure that out.
Do you want to have it as an item on the agenda?
No.
No? Okay. Let's see. What else? Okay, comments, anything else?
I wanted to revisit the caucus because there's 4 people, including myself, Michelle, there's 4 people, including myself, that would be involved
Right.
in that. I plan to pulse the 4 people, accumulate material that's available on the caucus procedures and policies, and then have some material presented at the January meeting.
Okay,
That was what I'm planning to do.
I think,
There's a holiday that's going to involve some emails between the people.
Mhm.
It's going to involve hopefully maybe at least one face-to-face meeting with the people involved, so we get on the same page and move ahead. That's kind of what I'm thinking in my head right now. I
think,
don't want to go down that path and then,
no, as I said when I was talking about the ad hoc committees, there's a place and a time for an ad hoc committee, and the caucus process is exactly what we're looking at. It's a commission procedure and process, so it's a perfect
Right.
kind of thing.
It's not a policy issue.
It's not a policy issue where you,
We're okay.
I mean, and you will bring that and get public input on that and so forth, but it's really a procedural issue, and so our legal counsel told me that that was like the perfect kind of item for you guys to be doing through the ad hoc committee process.
A quick question on the record. You have the process documents that were drafted, and as of this evening, it appears that some of the language in that has set it up for a, no, that won't work. Is it open for edit and reword so that the
It's a
commission
working
might?
draft.
Pardon?
It's a working draft.
Perfect. So would a modification to the working draft be available for the commission and the city to review? So that it might have a better chance of fitting the work that we'd like to do and the processes we'd like to use?
Yeah, we can make that happen.
Okay.
We'll work together on that.
Thank you.
So yes, let's add, I mean, you can't really take action, but we can move the caucus process up to January. And I think that fits with getting it to council in a timely fashion.
Because once it is approved by council, then they have to get notices out to the public to ask them to apply. There's a vetting process, so it has immediate voting on this.
Okay.
Okay, any other comments, suggestions from the commissioner? Any other, any other discussion? I think we had enough talking tonight. We can't adjourn because we don't have a quorum. Sorry, you're here.
So we can just leave.
We're just done.
Go home.